What is going on, everybody? It is 8 Shots back here again today with another video. And here I am going over my pick'ems for the Dallas Empire home series this week. This is the last home series of stage 3 until the major. And I will be going over my thoughts and predictions on who will be winning and who will be losing this coming week. Don't forget to let me know down in the comments what you guys think will happen this week, who will win and who will lose. I'm super interested to know. Much appreciated on this video, and without further ado, let's jump straight into the action, shall we? Starting off, we have the Minnesota Rocker and the Los Angeles Gorillas. LAG unfortunately didn't come up with a victory last week, and Minnesota ended up going 1-1. All in all, I think these teams are both evenly compared skill wise. I'd argue they're both like even when it comes to skill. So I put Minnesota winning 3-2 over LAG. I don't think they're going to get swept, but I definitely don't think that they're going to come over the Minnesota Rocker. The following game, we have Optic Chicago and the New York Subliners. I believe Optic is going to come out on top of this 3-2. I know they had an upsetting loss against the LA Thieves last week to end it, and New York went flawless. They won both of their games, but I believe this will be a close one. Either way, Optic is going to win it 3-2. That's my prediction, but even if New York wins this, I still see it going New York, maybe 3-2 Optic. I don't think this is going to be a far off game. I hope Scump and the boys worked back at the lab and they just got their craft down right, because I don't like seeing Optic lose. I don't think anyone likes seeing Optic lose unless you're an Optic hater. I'm not an Optic OG fan, but I have been, like I said in last video, I have been a fan of Scump since the Black Ops 2 Modern Warfare 3 days. So I hope the boys come back and they beat the Subliners 3-2. Moving on in the Friday, it's the Atlanta FaZe and Seattle Surge. Now, Seattle Surge did replace Looney with Decimate over the week, if you have not heard about that. But I still take Atlanta FaZe beating the Seattle Surge 3-1. I don't think it'll be a sweep, but I don't think the adding of Decimate will be enough to take down the Atlanta FaZe as the Seattle Surge. Following that, we have Dallas's first game against the Florida Mutineers. Last week, Dallas did come up close between the Los Angeles Gorillas, but they ended up winning 3-2, and Florida had a disappointing loss against the Paris Legion. They lost 3-1. I think Dallas is going to come out strong on this round, being as their home series, and I think they've adjusted better with the addition of Fellow on their team. So I have Dallas taking this 3-zip over to Florida Mutineers. Let's go straight into the weekend games where my Toronto Ultra is playing one game, and we have 3 games on Saturday and Sunday. Great stuff. Starting off on the first of the 3 games on Saturday, it's Toronto Ultra versus Paris Legion. Toronto Ultra had a outstanding showing last week against the Gorillas and the Minnesota Rocker. Paris ended up losing a game, but beating the Florida Mutineers. So I don't think we're going to sweep them. It may be a Toronto 3-0, but I have Toronto taking this 3-1 over Paris. I don't think they're going to have enough to come back against the boys. This is Toronto's only game, and I think we're going to have a stellar performance against them. Following that is the Los Angeles Thieves with Hugh and the New York Subliners. If you guys haven't heard already, Hugh from the Dallas Empire was added to the roster of the LA Thieves, replacing TJ. I have LA actually beating the Subliners 3-2. I know it's a new addition to their team, and some people might be going the way of New York this round, but I have LA actually coming out strong and beating New York. I think Hugh's going to be a great addition to that team. He adds a lot more movement, and I think they're just going to beat this. It's going to be a close game. I don't have it 3-0, but I have it 3-2. Let me know what you guys think Hugh's going to do down below. Next, to end it off on Saturdays, the Florida Mutineers and the Los Angeles Gorillas. I'm taking Los Angeles Gorillas 3-2. I know I'm being a little hard on Mutineers here, but they haven't had the best showing of games in the recent weeks, and LA's been up and down, hovering in the middle. I think LAG is still going to take this 3-2. It'll be a close game, but I still see them coming on top 3-2. These two teams I also think are paired up quite equally. LAG isn't a bottom four team, but they're only 10 points ahead of Florida from being bottom four. So I think these teams are both equally matched up, like I said, with LAG and Minnesota, but I still have LAG taking this 3-2 over Florida. And last but not least, we're on Sunday, our final three games of stage three before the major. It's Seattle Surge and the London Royal Ravens. After the loss, I predict Seattle's going to get earlier against Atlanta FaZe. I think they're going to come out a lot stronger with the addition of Decimate and beat the Royal Ravens 3-1. London really hasn't done shit this season, and to be honest, no diss on London fans or the players in particular. They're way better than I am by any stretch of the imagination, but I just don't think they're going to do shit much more this season. Anyway, on to the next round. It's Atlanta FaZe and Optic Chicago. I have Optic honestly beating Atlanta FaZe 3-2. A lot will say it may go the other way. This is just my personal opinion and my own feelings getting in the way. I have Optic beating Atlanta 3-2. The last time these two played each other, Atlanta did come out on top. Hopefully, things go the other way and Optic comes out. I have them winning this stage, winning both of their games. So I hope they beat Atlanta FaZe. I'd love to see that. And going on to the next game, the final one of the week before stage three, it's the Dallas Empire and the Minnesota Rocker. Dallas's final game. I have Dallas beating Minnesota 3-2. I don't think it'll be a total sweep, a 3-0, possibly a 3-1, but I have Minnesota pulling up a bit more strength and getting 2 rounds, but they still end up losing to the Dallas Empire, and they end up winning both of their matches for their home series. Guys, that is my CDL pick'ems for the Dallas Empire home series. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think the outcomes will be, who will be the winners, who will be the losers. And we're all hyped up for the third major. I may or may not have a special guest come on to do a special episode of this with me, so stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace, guys.